Good day, students! So, ito ang inyong lesson for your video production and digital photography grade 10. So, we are on our lesson 4, the camera and other digital tools. At bago ang lahat, I will discuss to you or I will share to you our lesson objectives. So at the end of this lesson, you as a student will be able to first identify and handle the different camera parts, differentiate lens types and the images they create, identify the different camera movements, learn the kinds of shots to use, and set up actual shots. And for our lesson outline kung saan iikot yung ating mga pag-uusapan, and this is the division. First, we have the camera. Second is the storage. Third is the different shots. And the last and the fourth, the other tools. So, punta tayo sa una nating topic, which is the camera. So, do you have the equipment needed for video production? The most basic digital tools for making your video are a digital still camera and a digital video camera. So class, don't worry kasi dito naman sa ating video production and digital photography, your mobile phones will do. Okay class, I want you to get your pen and paper. Okay, para makapag-take kayo ng notes. Pag-usapan natin kung ano ang digital still camera. So, ang digital still camera can also be called as digicam or yung tinatawag nating digicam. And it takes still pictures which are stored in a media card. Ano sir, ang media card? Ang media card ay nagsisilbing storage. Ang media card ay pwede nyong alisin sa inyong mga digicam at inyong isaksak or ipasok sa computer. Bakit sir? Para makita ninyo yung mga tinake nyong pictures gamit ang kamerang iyon. And take note, dapat kung gaano kalaki ang inyong media card ay dapat sumakto kung gaano ba kadami yung tinetake nyong picture para maiwasan ang pagka full storage. Okay, at maraming brands ang digicam at dapat ka-compatible ng media card yung digicam mo. At class, may tinatawag din tayong digital video camera. Sir, para saan ang digital video camera? Sa pagkuha ng moving pictures or sa mga videos. Okay, so ngayon, nowadays, may mga cameras tayo na they can take pictures at they can take videos. Pero sa normal na pagtingin, kung tayo ay magvi-video, gumamit tayo ng video cam. Kung tayo naman ay magpipicture, gumamit tayo ng digicam. So class, pag-usapan naman natin yung mga digital video camera features. Ano ba yung makikita natin sa digital video camera? So unang-una, we have the manual controls. So look for cameras, maghanap ka ng mga cameras na maiseset mo yung mga settings niya manually. Okay, so auto functions are convenient. So, meron tayong mga cameras na kung saan nag-auto function siya. Kung pag tinapat mo lang sa isang bagay, sa isang subject, automatically mag-a-adjust na yung focus, yung white balance, and the exposure. Okay. The second feature is the HDMI Out socket or port. Okay. So, you can connect your DVC to a TV or monitor through an HDMI cable attached to the HDMI out socket. This is useful if you want the images you recorded or are recording to be viewed on TV. Older digital video cameras have the audio-video in-out jack and makes use of RCA cables to display videos on TV. So sir, ano pong ibig sabihin niyan? So yung ating HDMI out socket or port, yan, yung nakikita ninyo na HDMI out, pag kinonect yan gamit ng isang cable na nagko-connect sa TV, maaari nyong ma-view yung mga pictures and mga videos na kinuna ninyo gamit yung kamerang yon, ma-view nyo siya sa inyong television pag sinaksak nyo siya gamit yung isang cable na nagko-connect doon sa HDMI out. Third feature na makikita natin is the headphone jack. Sir, para naman saan ang headphone jack? By connecting a pair of headphones to your camera, you will be able to monitor the sound of your video. So, if any unwanted noise comes up, you can immediately make adjustments to avoid it. So, parang anong nangyayari lang, the headphone jack is the monitor. Okay, mamamonitor mo kung ano yung gustong mong lumabas sa iyong video na tunog. Pag may narinig kang noise, magkakameron ka ng opportunity para magkaroon ng adjustments, para magawa mo yung adjustments, no, para matanggal yung mga noise. So headphone jack is for monitoring the noise and the sound of your video. Okay, the fourth feature naman is here, the microphone jack. Sir, para saan ang microphone jack? So, the microphone that comes with your camera is already of good quality. Yes, yung ating mga camera is may mga microphone na. But, for some reasons na kung saan kailangan mo ng clear na voice, kailangan mo ng clear na sound, pag ikaw ay may binivideohan, dun ka mangangailangan ng isang microphone. At yung microphone na iyon, meron siyang jack na kung saan pwede mo siyang isaksak sa port na to. Okay, dun sa may red na circle. Yan. Diyan mo pwedeng isaksak yung microphone na gagamitin mo para magkameron ka ng magandang sound. So for our fifth feature, okay. So we have the USB port. Para saan po ang USB port? So ang USB port ay para din makapag-transfer ng audio and video data, yung ating mga nakunan, between the recording or the recorder, yung ating ginamit na camera, and the computer. So users can also attach external accessories through the USB port using appropriate cables. Older digital video cameras made use of Firewire in-out in place of the USB port. So mamaya malalaman natin kung ano yung itsura ng Firewire. Basta ang USB port ay para makapag-transfer ng audio and video, at pwede din ang USB port ay masaksakan gamit ng appropriate cables para sila ay makapag-attach ng mga iba't iba pang accessories na pwedeng gamitin like microphones. Yan. So yon, matapos natin pag-usapan yung mga digital video camera features, okay? Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin yung basic digital video camera parts and functions. Ano ba yung mga parts ng isang DVC? Ano ba yung mga function nila? Okay, first is the viewfinder. So the viewfinder allows you to see what your camera is recording. Information such as battery life, time code, time left on tape, etc. may also be displayed. So sa ating viewfinder, makikita mo dyan yung camera, yung battery, kung ilang percent na ba yon. Makikita mo dyan yung time code, kung ilan na bang oras yung pagre-record mo. Yun yung viewfinder. Okay. Okay, the second one naman is the LCD. So the LCD on your camera usually swivels out from the side. It allows you to make minor adjustments on focus and exposure which may not be easily seen through the viewfinder. So smartphones rely on the LCD screen for accessing video camera functions. The whole screen acts as the digital viewfinder of the portable device where the image or video can be previewed. Okay, so pagka smartphones ang gamit mo, yung LCD mo ay nagsisilbi na ring viewfinder. Kung saan nakikita mo doon yung mga brightness, yung mga battery level, yan. Nagsisilbi yung LCD mo as a viewfinder. Okay, so ang atin namang LCD is yung pinaka kung ano yung nakikita sa camera, lumalabas siya sa ating LCD. Okay, para magkameron ka ng adjustments para makita mo kung ano yung talagang makukuhanan ng iyong camera. The third one naman is the lens. Yan. As a part of a digital video camera. So, para saan po ang lens? It collects light and focuses the image onto your camera's sensor chip. It may come with a manual focusing ring that lets you adjust the focus. So, yung nakikita natin pagka halimbawa nakakita tayo ng digital cameras, okay, yung mga mahahaba sa una ng camera, yun ay lens. It collects light and focuses. Yun yung mga nagfo-focus, yun yung mga nagpapalapit sa subject. Yan ang ginagawa ng lens. Okay, sa fifth naman, we have the memory card slot or yung kanina nga, pinagsasaksakan ito ng media card. So the memory card slot is where you insert your flash memory card. Basta lahat ng storage card devices na ginagamit mo, pwede mong isaksak dyan basta compatible. So the digital video cameras use SD cards while smartphones use micro SD cards. The DVCs that make use of DV cassette as video storage will have the tape bay instead of the memory card slot. So mamaya malalaman ninyo kung ano yung tinatawag nating DV cassette as a video storage. Ano ba yung itsura niya? Okay, basta dito sa ating memory card slot, ito yung pinagsasaksakan natin ng media card or yung ating mga storage card devices. So ang ating pang-anim na parts, okay, is the onboard microphone. So, ang ating mga digital video cameras or yung ating mga DVCs ay lahat yon ay merong mga onboard microphone or yung mga built-in microphones. Okay? At sila ay pwedeng gamitin talaga for ordinary use lamang. Ang pampito, the record button. This is the one of the most important things to remember during a shoot. That is to press the record button to begin recording. Many important shots have been lost because somebody forgot to do this. Conversely, remember to press this button again to stop recording. This saves you not only recording space but editing time as well. So yung ating record button, ang ginagawa niyan is to start the shooting or kung i-shoot yung picture yan. Pag pinindot mo yan, sa unang beses, mag-start yung record mo ng video at pag pinindot mo ulit, automatically yun ay mag-i-stop. Okay. So yun yung ginagawa ng ating record button. Sa atin namang battery, pang-8. Each camera brand and model has its own battery pack. Make sure you use the right kind for your camera. So mahalaga na ginagamit mong battery sa iyong camera ay yung battery mismo talaga ng camera mo or yung desired talaga kasi nga mahirap na iba yung gagamitin mong battery. So this one naman, which is the tripod mounting nut. So ano pong ginagawa nun? Saan matatagpuan? This is found at the bottom of the camera, sa baba. Okay, you secure the screw of your tripod's mounting plate onto this to mount your camera on the tripod. So yung tripod natin, yun yung nagsisilbing stand. Okay, at doon sa part na yon, 'di ba may screw yung ating tripod, okay? Doon ipinapasok sa silver na yan. Sa tripod mounting nut na yan, yung ating tripod screw para magdikit silang dalawa. So yan, okay pa ba kayo? So nasa pangalawa na tayong topic which is the storage. I hope you're doing okay. So continue taking down notes, okay? So for our storages, okay, meron tayong tinatawag dito na DV or the digital video cassette. So yan, kung familiar kayo sa picture na to, that is the cassette. Yung ating nakikita natin kung abot nyo ito, kasi ako abot ko ito, may mga ganyan pa dati nung kabataan ko. So this is the smallest format of the DV cassette called the mini DV. It has the physical dimensions of 65 by 48 by 12 millimeters, ganun lang kaliit. But it can record 60 minutes of video at standard play or 90 minutes at extended play or long play. Its video resolution is 720 x 480 pixels. Okay, malinaw na din. This means that a frame of video has 720 pixels of information horizontally and 480 pixels vertically. So, hindi natin pakakaalamin yung mga pixels na yon. Basta ang mahalaga dito is ma-familiar kayo kung ano ang DV cassette. So, digital video cassette ay one of the storages na ginagamit natin. And it can record 60 minutes of video at a standard play and a 90 minutes video in extended play or long play. Another storage we have is the optical disc. Okay, so familiar din kayo sa disc na ito. Ito yung mga compact disc na ginagamit natin, mga CD. Okay, so although digital video camera that directly stores footage to an optical disc is a rare find nowadays, so hindi mo na siya matatagpuan ngayon, optical disc like DVDs and Blu-rays remain popular choices for the distribution of videos or movies. So ginagamit itong ating mga optical disc para paglagyan ng mga movies. Okay, you can store videos by burning them into the optical disc with the use of an optical disc burner on your computer. So pag ang inyong laptop or ang inyong computer ay milagay ng CD, ng DVD, pwede ka itong mag-burn. Anong ibig sabihin pag sinasabing burning? Hindi siya sinusunog. Ang ibig sabihin ng burning ay inilalagay yung video na yon sa iyong optical disc. Okay? Okay, for the last storage na pag-uusapan natin, at ito ay malimit na ginagamit ng bawat isa. This is the flash memory cards. So, newer digital video cameras have options to store the video in a digital manner through an internal hard drive or swappable flash drives such as an SD card or micro SD card. Flash drives have storage capacity that ranges from 2 gig to 512 gig. They do not need any external power supply to store data. With flash drives, you may eject the drive from your digital video camera and plug it directly to your PC through a card reader or the PC's card slot. With an internal hard drive, you will need to connect the digital video camera to the PC using a USB or Firewire cable. So, dito naman sa flash memory cards, yan, Yan ay ginagamit sa ating mga DVCs, the digital video cameras, kasi it covers or it has a storage capacity that ranges from 2 gig to 512. So sulit na sulit siya or swak na swak siya sa pagka nagvi-video, pagka ginagamit mo yung camera mo for video processing or video production. Okay. And most cameras talaga ay gumagamit ng flash memory as direct storage. Doon na talaga sila nag-i-store ng mga stills and videos, yung mga images na ginagamit nila or nakukuha nila. Older cams, yung mga mini DV natin or yung mga or even DVD as direct storage when filming videos, pwede din pa rin naman yon. Footage or pictures from your device can be transferred and stored into other external storages. Diba, mga flash drives ninyo, mga USB, pwede nyo pa rin naman doong i-store. Basta kung saang storage kayo komportable, pwede kayong mag-store doon. Basta meron pa siyang capacity na humawak ng file na inyong ipapasok, ng inyong video or images. So, ayan, nasa pangatlo na tayong topic. This is the different shots. We already discussed the different shot sizes and angles dun sa ating nakaraang mga topics, and we also talk about picture composition. This time, we now move on to exploring the other properties of a shot. Ano pa po yung ibang properties kung paano kumuha ng isang shot? Okay. So, yan. So, for our different shots, according to lens type ito ha. So, we have the wide-angle lens and the narrow or telephoto lens. Punta muna tayo sa wide-angle lens. So, a wide-angle lens can cover a large area. It is useful for long shots or for showing sceneries. Its focal length, the distance from a lens to its focus, is shorter than of a normal lens. So, ang wide-angle lens natin ay para ito sa mga paligid. So, it can cover a large area. Basta malawak yung subject mo or malawak yung place na pagkukunan mo, a wide-angle lens is suitable for that video. Punta naman tayo sa narrow or telephoto lens. Para saan siya? So, pag sinabi natin narrow, maliit. So, a narrow lens is useful for shooting objects that are far from the camera. It is also useful for showing details as when shooting close-ups. Okay, a tripod is a necessity for these kinds of shots to avoid possible camera shaking. Its focal length is considerably longer than that of a normal lens. So pag sa narrow or telephoto lens, ito kasi ginagamit pagka yung subject mo ay malayo sa camera. Okay, tsaka pag maliliit lamang, ito ginagamit yung narrow or telephoto lens. Pag sabi nga dito, ginagamit din siya when shooting close-up subject. Okay. So, at ang tripod daw is a necessity. Kailangan may tripod pag gumagamit ng isang narrow or telephoto lens. Why? Para maiwasan yung panginginig. So, just a connection. Ano ba yung zoom lens? Okay. So, digital cameras are sometimes equipped with a zoom lens. Zooming allows you to shoot a long, medium, and a close-up shot all in one take without cutting and without moving at a fixed point. When zooming, it is important to keep the movement as smooth as possible. You shouldn't suddenly zoom in on a subject as this would result in a jerky shot. Zooming in scenes used to be popular in the 1970s. These days, the technique is used to put emphasis on an actor's reaction. So pagka halimbawa gumagamit ka ng zoom lens, okay. So may iba't ibang zoom lens, okay. Makikita nyo nga sa ating picture illustration dyan, meron tayong 28mm, 50mm, 70mm, and 210mm zoom lenses. Okay. So, itong mga zoom lenses na ito ay pwede siya sa pagkuha ng mga close-up shot. Okay. Pagka halimbawa magsushoot ka ng emotion ng isang artista, okay, you can use a zoom lens para mas malapit yung pagkuha mo dun sa mukha ng artista. And sabi nga dito, when you are zooming your camera, huwag kang mag-zoom basta-basta. Kailangan dahan-dahan at mas inaayos mo. Kasi nga, it can result to a jerky or yung pangit yung pagkaka-transition nung zooming mo papunta dun sa subject mo na yun. So class, yung nauna is the different shots according to lens type. Ngayon naman is the different shots according to camera movement and mounting. Yung pagkaka-mount or yung pagkakalagay. Besides panning, tilting, and traveling, there are other shots that depend on camera movement and mounting. At una na nga dyan, we have the tracking or crabbing shot. So paano nangyayari to, sir? We track or crab by moving the camera left and right. Like the traveling shot, It is used to follow action. So pag ginawa natin yung tracking or crabbing shot, basta nag-move from left to right like panning, okay? At nagta-travel yung camera, okay? It will fall under tracking or crabbing shot. So punta naman tayo sa second type of different shot according to camera movement and mounting. We have the dolly shot. So dollying is done by moving the camera forward and backward, pauna at palikod. In dollying, you physically move the camera, unlike in zooming where you fix the camera at a position and the movement is done through a change of lens focal length. Most dollies are expensive to rent. You can improvise by mounting plywood on wheels or using a wheelchair. For smoother motion, use air-filled tires. Tires do not attach the camera rigidly to these devices. Hand-holding limits the vibrations on the camera. So, makikita nyo sa picture kung ano nangyayari sa dolly shot. So, sa dolly shot, ang shot dyan is the forward and the backwards. Okay. Sa dolly shot, physically nagmo-move yung camera. Yung camera mismo yung minumove mo. Unlike zooming, pag sinuzoom lang natin, gumagamit lang tayo ng lens wherein iniikot lang natin yung lens and then lalapit na yung camera. But here, on dollying, talagang yung camera mismo ang iibo pauna at palikod. Okay? Okay, next naman, the third one is the crane shot. So doing this shot requires a crane where the camera is mounted. Yung pinagdidikitan ng kamerang yan, yung bakal na yan na nasa picture, that is a crane. This is used to show a large expanse of the setting. Pagka gustong ipakita yung kabuuan ng isang setting, yung pinangyayarihan ng isang video. Especially if you crane up high and up. Okay, mas madaming makikita doon sa video. Next one naman, we have, or the last one, this is the handheld shot. Okay, yung hawak mo lang yung camera. So the camera movement will depend on the stability of the camera operator. Nakadepende kung sino ba yung kumukuha ng picture, sino may hawak ng camera. But it will certainly be shaky. Yes, it will be shaky, ranging from slightly noticeable to blurry images due to body movement. Kasi nga tayo talaga, umiibo tayo. So asahan natin if we use handheld shot, medyo shaky talaga siya. If you are going to shoot using a handheld camera, find a position that is comfortable. Kailangan komportable ka. Some shoot with one foot in front of the other. Yung isang paa mo nakauna. If you are shooting a static shot, lean against a support such as a building or a post. Hold the camera close to your body. So kailangan talaga komportable ka para maiwasan mo ang panginginig. Okay, so the fourth one, we have the other tools. Ano pa ba yung other tools sa ating digital video cameras? Okay. Okay, we have the USB cables. This is attached to the USB slot of your camera on one end and to the USB port of your computer on the other. Through this, you can transfer digital information to and from your devices. So, itong USB cables, ginagamit to sa pag-transfer ng ating mga files, ng ating mga videos, ng ating mga images from our cameras. Okay? And the last one for our other tools, we have the Firewire Cable, okay, also known as IEEE 1394. This is commonly used for mini DV video cameras, yung atin nga sinasabi kanina na cassettes, okay. It transfers data more quickly than a USB cable. However, you might need to buy a Firewire PCI card if your computer does not have one. So, ito yung itsura ng mga Firewire. We have the A4 pin Firewire 400 connector. We have the A6 pin Firewire 400 connector. And that's all, class, for our lesson 4, the camera and other digital tools. So, kung may mga tanong kayo, chat nyo lang si Sir. And willing naman akong sumagot. Wait nyo lang yung aking answer sa inyong sagot. Wait nyo lang na mabasa ko yung inyong tanong. Okay? So, that's all for today. Good luck and God bless sa inyong worksheet. Goodbye!